Chapter 8. Toad's Great Escape. Once upon a time, there was a jolly toad who found himself in a big, dark, and scary dungeon. He felt very sad because he missed the bright, beautiful world outside. "Oh, woe is me," he cried. "I used to have so much fun, and now I'm stuck in this gloomy place." But in the prison, there was a kind-hearted girl who felt sorry for Toad. She saw how sad he was and thought of a clever plan to help him escape. She said, "Toad, I have an idea. You can dress up as a washerwoman and sneak out of the prison." Toad wasn't sure about the plan. "Me, a fine and handsome toad, dressed as a washerwoman?" he thought. But he really wanted to escape, so he agreed. The girl brought Toad a dress, a shawl, and a bonnet. Toad put them on, and although he felt a bit silly, he had to admit that he did look a lot like a washerwoman. Off Toad went, tiptoeing through the prison. The guards didn't even recognize him in his disguise. They thought he was just a washerwoman leaving after a day's work. Toad felt a bit scared but also excited as he walked out into the fresh air and freedom. Now Toad had to find his way home. He saw a train and thought, "That's it. I'll hop on the train and be back home in no time." But when he tried to buy a ticket, he realized he had no money. "Oh no, what now?" he wondered. Just then, the kind engine driver saw Toad looking sad and offered to help. "I'll give you a ride on my train," he said, "but you'll have to pretend to be a washerwoman a little longer." Toad was overjoyed and climbed aboard the train, still in his disguise. As the train chugged along, Toad dreamed of all the fun he would have once he got home. But suddenly, the engine driver shouted, "We are being chased." Toad peeped out and saw another train zooming up behind them. "They're after me," Toad cried. The engine driver had another plan. "When we go through the tunnel up ahead, you'll need to jump off and hide in the woods," he said. Toad was scared but knew he had to be brave. As the train whooshed through the tunnel, Toad jumped off and rolled safely into the bushes. Now Toad was alone in the woods at night. It was dark and a bit spooky, and he felt very tired and hungry. He found a cozy spot under a tree and fell asleep, dreaming of the adventures he had just had. In the morning, Toad woke up and realized he was not too far from home. He walked and walked, and finally, he saw the familiar gates of his lovely home, Toad Hall. Toad was so happy to be back. He had escaped from prison, had a wild adventure, and even got to ride on a train. From that day on, Toad would often tell his friends about his great escape and how he bravely outwitted everyone as a washerwoman. And that's how Toad, the clever and adventurous Toad, made his great escape and returned to his happy life at Toad Hall.